Today I'm going to show you how to make this large heart decoration for your door, made from items that I purchased at the dollar store. Okay, we are on a roll with dollar store crafts, so for this craft I picked up a larger sign from the dollar store. This one has a metal thing on it, which is cute. I think I can peel this right off, so I might possibly reuse it, but be careful what ones you buy, because you'd have to be able to get this off to do the craft I want to do. So you want to make sure that it's firm enough that you're going to be able to peel it off. If not, just get a plain one that doesn't have anything raised on it. The other thing that I found at the dollar store was this cute lace with hearts, so we're going to use that. And then I have 2 pieces of craft paper, a cardstock. You're going to need scissors, fabric scissors, a pencil, the tacky glue, hot glue, and then I have some scrap ribbons that I'm going to use. So the first thing I'm going to do is gently lift up my metal piece here. I'm going to try not to ruin it because I may want to reuse it. I haven't quite decided yet. There. So that came up pretty good. I only kind of dented it in one spot. Okay, so just put that aside. Remove your string. And we're going to do pretty much similar to the other crafts that I've been showing you. This is kind of just our base for what we want to design. So for this one, I'm going to do half in the plain paper and then half in the heart paper. Now, be careful considering what papers you use. The regular craft paper, as you'll notice with my heart, is barely big enough to cover the edge. And if I do this one, it just isn't large enough. So I'm gonna have to angle it for the top. So if you have a pattern like this and you don't want it angled, you're gonna have to use your pattern at the bottom versus your pattern at the top, because then I can angle my solid piece and you're not gonna know. So just give some thought to the papers you buy and what you want on the top and what you want on the bottom, because the top piece you're gonna have to angle to get the full coverage. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna trace out the bottom piece of where I want it to be on the heart. So decide how far up I want to come, like halfway up, and trace that out and cut that out. When you trace the top, just remember to put your holes in for where you're going to be punching the hole for your ribbon to go through. So once you have both pieces cut out, I did overlap the one over the other just so I made sure I had enough. The next step you want to do is glue them down. So I'm going to glue my solid piece down first and then my hearts over it. So now you're going to measure your border here, and you're going to do it between the 2 patterns and cut a little extra so that you can wrap it around. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by gluing this end, and then I'm going to pull it tight across so it's nice and firm across. Okay, so what you're going to do is just do a dab of glue right where the seam is, where the 2 papers come together, and then pull your ribbon tightly across and gently just put it down. So because I was able to successfully peel up the love and it's in good shape, I am going to use it on my sign. So I'm just going to use the tacky glue. I tried the hot glue and that does not work. So I'm using the tacky glue to glue it down to my sign. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I cut 2 long pieces of satin red ribbon. and I'm going to feed it through my hole. I've discovered with larger ribbon, if you cut it on an angle, it's much easier to feed through a hole than if you try to do a solid piece, straight cut. So you're just going to feed it through and then tie a knot in the back to hold it in place. And do the same thing with the other side. Okay, so determine where you want your heart to hang and put your 2 satin ribbons together. And I have a little piece of wire, and I'm just going to wire them together in the back. So I just smushed the wire together so you don't see it that well. And then you're just going to make yourself a bow. Now I decided to use a satin ribbon, but if you use a wire ribbon, that's going to give you a different look. I'm going to make mine kind of long and droopy. And then you just want to trim off your edges however you want to do them. And then it's ready to hang. So if this is your first time watching, welcome, and please don't forget to subscribe. If you want to receive future notification of posts, hit the bell. And if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.